everybody, it's Cesar. Welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Adventure DX Circus Cut. In the last part, we actually, mastered, not, I really don't know how to describe the first part of the first episode. We caught Froggy, and in this part, apparently Eggman has called us to do something, but first he wants us to get some kind of upgrade in the ammunition room, and here it is, the Jet Booster.
Here's the Jet Booster. Press and hold the jump button and you'll float for a while.
And if you've played the Tails and Eggman levels in SA2, then you'll know that it's apparently supposed to be the equivalent of that. So, cutscene, so I'm gonna shut up.
The Jet Booster. Report to the rear of the ship. Hurry!
Thank God for that cutscene, because I had nothing to say after that. But yeah, if you're used to the booster, and I'm in SA2, I'm on Eggman and Tails levels. This isn't going to be much different. And the reason why I walked into this room is because there's another upgrade for upgrade power up, whatever you want to call it, for E102 Gamma. I don't know why I feel the need to call him by his full name, but we can't get it right now. But the door is unlocked in case you want to go in there and check it out.
How can I serve you, Dr. Robotnik?
Eradicate all of those menaces! Give them all you got!
Aye, aye, sir. I will comply.
I'm counting on you, Gamma!
Like with Beta, you don't even need to touch the control stick in order to beat Sonic. Because that easy. Just hold B until you got a lock on him. Then when you do, let go of it. Just keep doing this and you'll win. And cutscenes, I'm gonna shut up.
Stop, Mr. Robot!
Amy?
Hey, Mr. Robot. I know you're not an evil sword. Wait, remember me?
Amy! Oh, I really don't get this.
Sonic, look! The A-Carrier's losing altitude!
We've got to split! Take Amy and go!
What will you do?
I'll nail that Eggman! He must be stopped at all costs!
Thanks again for saving me as usual, Sonic. And how are you, my metal friend? It's dangerous here. Why not leave Eggman and come with us?
Why do you help me?
I told you we'd be friends the next time we met. Even Birdie wants the best for you. You must ditch that awful Eggman.
Amy, come on!
We'll meet again, my robot friend.
Dr. Robotnik. Enemy. Master registration deleted. E-Series. Friends. Must save.
A machine rebelling against its master? Oh my god, it's the Terminators! That joke seems so much better in live commentary. I don't know why. But our first, the first E-Series robot that we have to save is in the Windy Valley, so we need to pick up that little stone there, and I just decided to stay there and watch Gamma glitch out for fun. And you guys already know what you need to do here. Put the key in the hole. And then jump into the updraft, I guess. Windy Valley. Wait a minute. Destroy E-103? I thought we were saving him. Does this make any sense at all? I want to say Nintendo logic, but technically this is a game made by Sega, and Nintendo is not the main developer, so... But yes, as you can see, the booster works very similarly to I talk good to the booster from SA2, and I'm just repeating stuff I've already said because repeating stuff I've already said in other episodes. If you've watched more than one of my videos, if you've watched more than one of my Let's Play videos, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, E-103, I don't remember. I think it's Delta? Yeah, I think it's E-103 Delta. Anyway, once again, we don't even need to touch the control stick in order to defeat this boss. We need to just hold A at the right time, and he goes down. Wait, so the friend you were talking about is the animal inside him? Okay, I guess that makes a little sense. But it just... I don't know, for some reason it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Anyway, that hole blowing open into the mountain tells you what you should do. And that would be... well, jump into it. The thing is that this creates a little bit of a, I want to say plot hole, but I'm not sure if it's that big a deal to even be considered a plot hole. That hole was blown open before the Icaria took flight, I believe, because that thing happened before Knuckles and Sonic fought each other. Which would be at around the time Gamma was searching around for Froggy. But here we are, Red Mountain. Destroy E-104 Epsilon. I am just such a nerd. I know that off the top of my head. And I just said that for reasons my two fans know about. I tried to go into drive mode there so I could like stay up on the wall, you know, like I could maybe like touch the rim of that little curve thing there, but I was unable to do it until like the last minute. So like I said, this is actually much easier with live commentary. Much easier. There has to be something to talk about. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about this. You probably noticed that my emblem count is off. That is because even though I found the memory card with the Pokemon XD and Need for Speed files on, I also thought that that was where my Let's Play file for this game was on, but apparently not, because I looked on the disc and it wasn't there, so I had to start from scratch again for this. But at the rate I'm uploading these to YouTube, I should be I should have enough time to complete the story up to the game up to big stories. You know, like create another file and do it all the way up to big story. So we shouldn't have that much of a problem. But this one was actually a little more challenging, because for this one I actually did have to touch the control stick. But not really a lot, because all I had to do was just touch it just so I could have him turn to face him. And, well, Gamma, it looks like you failed this mission because you blew up the animal along with the robot this time. Last time, the animal somehow survived the explosion. I don't know how. It didn't this time. I mean, seriously, go back into the video and look at that. You don't see the animal powering it at all.
E-104 Epsilon. Rescue mission accomplished. E-105 Zeta. E-101 Beta. Location unknown. Perhaps aboard the egg carrier.
Yes, E-105, well, yeah, it is E-105 Zeta, and E-101 Beta are still on the egg carrier. Although, if that little tractor beam that we saw take them away, and, I just don't understand that. I mean, the tractor beam sends two of the three robots, you know, like somewhere off the ship, but all doing it to E-105 does is just teleport somewhere else. I really don't understand that. I mean, wasn't the point of the tractor beam to get them off the ship?
Accessing data. Hot shelter. E-series location confirmed. Unlocking hot shelter sector now.
And now we are on our way to the hot shelter. Again. Commentary. Well, not really again in this episode, but yeah. You pretty much know where to go for the hot shelter. But before I go to the hot shelter, or before I went to the hot shelter, I'm pretty sure you can. I was pretty sure that you could actually get the upgrade at this part in the story, and turns out I was right. You go through that door, and you get the, what's it called again? I don't
Use
remember.
your laser blaster.
Laser blaster.
Blast
Okay.
damages enemies in a wide pattern.
I believe this is the equivalent of the power laser from Eggman and Tails' missions in SA2. Although it's a lot more noticeable. Like I mean, like once you get this upgrade in like SA2, it's like barely noticeable. You know, like I mean, you like notice that it's there. You know, you notice something different about when you're shooting it. Like for one thing, the color, but also something else that happens on impact. But here it's a little more noticeable, because as you can see, it explodes on contact. Meaning that it's going to hit a wider radius of enemies. And, however, unlike in SA2, what's not very noticeable is the color. I don't think the color, I'm not even sure if the color changes. I mean, it probably does change, but to be honest, I've never noticed whether or not it does or not. So, what else is there to talk about? Well, here's something to talk about. My computer monitor turned off again. Well, rather it went to sleep. I really hate how I have to move the mouse every 15 minutes or else the monitor goes to sleep. I mean, that's just completely useless. I mean, completely pointless. I mean, maybe like 30 minutes or an hour would do, but 15 minutes? Really? I'm pretty sure there are videos on the internet, hell, maybe even on the computer that they downloaded to it, that last more than 15 minutes. And high-speed cargo station. This is actually something I found out in the while recording the gameplay. Is that you don't need to be in drive mode to make that jump. You do not need to be in drive mode to make that jump. In fact, it's actually easier to not be in drive mode to make that jump. And it looks like my dog wants to go to the bathroom because usually he's just down here in the dining room because we don't have a computer room. Or upstairs in my parents' room sleeping. And the only time he really gets up is either to eat or go to the bathroom. So, you might be looking to go to the bathroom pretty soon. But what you have to do is you have to hit the switch, and then you have to run over to that green platform so that Claw, I guess you could call it, can pick you up and put you on the next level, then hit the next switch, go to the next platform, and it'll take you to one of the cars on the train. I have no idea why there are no walls or anything on this train. It's just, you know, just random platform or whatever. I don't get that at all. I mean, what's the point of it? I mean, is it for storage? Well, that can't be right because there are other cars that have walls and ceilings. I mean, you would think that would be a much better way for storage. I don't get why these trains, I mean, these random cars don't have anything on them at all. Man, I am so regretting how long I made this video. I made it like... Oh, well, I just made it like barely over 20 minutes. I think that's kind of like the limit here. I don't think I'll be able to make these episodes any longer than 20 minutes. Actually, I guess I could. It's just that, you know, I'm not really... When it comes to like, the size of like certain files, you know, like the gigabytes, the megabytes, the kilobytes and stuff like that. I do not, I'm a nerd and I don't know, you know, like how that works, like off, like, on the top of my head, you know, like, how many, megabytes are in a gigabyte. I don't know that off the top of my head, and I dare to call myself, a nerd. But anyway, hit that speed channel and E105 Epsilon, Zeta. Zeta, what happened to you, man? I mean, seriously, I mean, look at him. What freaking happened to him? He looked just like E103 and E104 last time we met, and now he can't even move. He's this gigantic thing with all these cannons in his stomach. I mean, what happened, man?
E105 Zeta. Rescue complete.
Well, anyway, in the next part, we're going to start looking for our brother, E101 Beta, and I accidentally summoned the subway train there. And sadly, we're going to have to destroy him. And then we'll see what happens after that. Alright, I will see you guys then.